Hey everybody, I figured it was time to do another video about some of my artwork, and I was sitting here at the coffee shop and I'm like, now would probably be the best time. Well, actually it's the worst time because there's traffic going by. I'm not sure of the sound quality, and there's gonna be people walking by and maybe disrupting, but funny enough, it's actually the second video that I'm doing about this series. I did one yesterday that was like 11 or 12 minutes long. I talked about like 3 of the pieces, and I realized in that video I really didn't get to the heart of the matter about the series in pieces that I'm going to be talking about. Like, I realized I'd kind of just like gone all around, and actually it was kind of good because in doing that talk I actually figured out more about the series myself and what I wanted to say about it. Because here, I'm just turning on my phone not to check my notifications. It's like, yeah, don't mind me, I'm just going to check my notifications in the middle of an art talk. But no. So the series I'm going to kind of briefly talk about is tentatively titled When Shadow Falls, and I'm going to be talking, I think, about 3 pieces today. The first one, Goat's Blood. The second one, Sacrifice and Reward, and then the third one, which was For the Few. There's more in the series that I've done, and it's kind of like drawn and extended itself out a bit, and I've figured out more and more, and the imagery that I'm using has become more and more solidified. But anyways, here I am talking like, what's the art? So let me just do a quick show through of the 3 pieces. Gotta find them on my phone. The first one, and these are going to be reversed, so you have to go to the website to see them full on, which is pretty easy to do. This is the first one. This is Goat's Blood. I'll talk a little bit about all of them in just a second. I just want to go through them for visual reference and stuff like that. All right, where's the second one? This is what we would call badly prepared, or just who cares. So the second one is this is Sacrifice and Reward. And then the third one is For the Few, and that one is, man, I put so much new stuff on my phone with files that it's like, where things are organized, they become disorganized like that. Because I'm not going to speak shade about Apple products, but their file management systems leave something to be desired. I know the concept of a folder, is apparently, yeah, they're all about that tagging shit. Anyways, I'm supposed to be getting to the third piece, which I got really distracted. For the Few. Boom. And this is the third piece, For the Few. So let's start with Goat's Blood. This was a piece, all 3 of these pieces, I'm just going to give a quick overview. Yeah, it's a giant I'm pissed, fuck you kind of vibe. Originally, like the video yesterday, I was describing all around the circle of what's going on and why I did it, but a lot of anger and rage and frustration that I feel right now is with like the system. I know the system is kind of like a nebulous concept and idea. I'm like, what the fuck is the system? But it's just like, I'm trying to figure out how to focus my thoughts and rage and anger I have about a lot of the things that go on and are going on. And for me, it's in the particular instance of like my life and how I feel like within, like, I don't know, the world. Like, I don't know, I don't want to get too deep into that part of it, but it's basically like, yeah, a big fuck you in many ways, because it's just like, the first one, Goat's Blood, this image came into my mind, and I sat on it in my head for about a week or 2 weeks, just kind of like thinking about it, because this is some fucking intense imagery. Like, don't get me wrong, my skulls that I do are pretty intense, but this is some next level, like, what the fuck's going on? And so I hesitated for a moment, and I let the idea develop to make sure that it was something that I felt real. And it's just like the imagery of the kind of like the sacrifice and the goat, and there's no religious intent behind these pieces at the moment, but it's like the goat, slicing and the sacrifice and learning from it. And I think the caption on this one is, drink deep, all ye desperate souls. Contained within this crimson nectar is the secret of success, or something like that. And like the imagery continues again into the next piece, which is Sacrifice and Reward. And you'll notice, damn it, this is bad. Alright, Sacrifice and Reward. There it is. Sacrifice and Reward continues on with like the idea of like the blood continuing down, and then you have people underneath it, and it's just like underneath this is sacrifice and reward. The caption is it worth it? And the third piece is who for the few. And the reason why I'm just continuing this thought of like with the goat, the knife, the sacrifice, and then the introduction of new characters. The people within, for example, specifically like how I'm, from my perspective, where this is all going is like there are so many within the community of like the arts and just like sacrificed on the altar of for the profits of others. And it's just like their sacrifices of like their energies, and like you see like there's so many people that are quitting, and like so many people that become depressed with art, with the crypto world, with Web3, with the possibilities of it. And it's just like there's like I remember early in 2021 when I first popped into the art aspect of crypto, it was just like this idea that we can do something different and we can change, and that Web3 crypto, like there's a possibility for something different here. And so a lot of us jumped into this world like, okay, let's fucking do this, you know, coral reef, grow this shit, everybody let's build. Not like the wag me, like we all gonna make it. We ain't all gonna make it, like shit's hard, just truth of the matter. But the people who are gonna try for it are gonna go for it. But as time continually progressed, like the ideology basically degraded into fucking cutthroat. Like, man, sacrifice everybody who's sacrificable so that we can move up. And like it's one of those things like feeding on itself, that it becomes self-destructive. And this idea of it's just like I saw so many amazing people and artists, and I guess it's a concept that expands over into many different fields within the world, I feel. And it's just like this idea that, you know, you could even go as far as say like the goat is like our fucking environment. Like we sacrifice it and enjoy the wealth of consumerism and the feelings and all this other shit. And that's why like with this series and me moving away from like just like my glitch skulls, I'm super excited because it's allowing me to, like I have a lot of things in my mind that I'm trying to work out and express in terms of like what the world is like and like what's going on. And it's not like the most lucrative kind of art to do, because I mean, who wants to see the shit of the world? Like, yeah, this shit looks cool, and I could ascribe some completely different story to it and like make it like economically palatable for people to like, I want this, and it's just like, but I think that would be a dishonesty to myself. Like, it's the worst thing about myself, I think, is I continually move myself away from what could potentially be considered profitable and the things that I think I'm most emotional about. And it's just like looking at the glitch world and how everything is going and what's the popular ways to do it, and then me creating a glitch that's just like, I'm just like, wait for that dramatic moment, it's coming. Like for like note, next time I'm going to do it a little bit differently and make sure I have the files I'm talking about easily accessible. God, how many files have I put on here in the last several days? But anyways, yeah, no, it's still good. Yeah, but like goat's blood, like, I mean, I'm not trying to be nice about anything. And the thing is, like, this might seem like, wait, where is all this fucking shit coming from? But these are only the first 3 pieces of a number of pieces that I've already done. Like, even the other day, I was asking on a poll, like, here, like which is the next one that I should mint, because like I'm down really low on ETH, and so it's just like I have to surf the crowd. Which one do y'all want to hopefully buy, so that I have more gas so that I can continue to mint the series, because I'm addicted to minting my series. Because it's like I did that too with my my Systems Overload series on Known Origin, like where I minted 42 pieces. I only sold like 6 or 7 of them, but it was important for me to continue the story till it felt its like culmination point at the 42nd piece, you know. And it's like this one, there was one that I did just the other day that kind of put me into a place inside of my head wondering where exactly I want to go with this, because that's a whole conversation for a different time. But just like these 3 different pieces, goat's blood, sacrifice, and reward, and then for the few, like for the few's caption, let me bring that one up real quick, is who decides, you know, because it's like this concept of like all these sacrifices that are being made and all of these other things are doing, like who the fuck is, like, it says for the many, like you hear, like especially like in the influencer world, oh my, God, I get so frustrated with that sometimes, like, wake me, and it's just like, wait, there's something that's not quite right, and it's just like this endless not quite right feeling situation with like where everything is going, and it's just like this disquieting, you know. And that's why it's like when it comes to, you know, it's like, why is there access to the people that are receiving, like who, what, and again, some of this stuff is still slowly becoming clear to me, and this stuff so, and again, like I said, there's more pieces, like the 4 other ones that are already done, like only a couple of those I think I'm going to be minting, and man, like this concept of art for mint, but the important part is the series. And so like that's why I tentatively called it When Shadow Falls, because it's like this shadowy, oh man, it's just, how the fuck do you call out some of this stuff other than like making art about it? And again, I don't know who's all gonna ever watch this video and find out the story behind it and stuff like that. You know, I don't care if you want to ascribe some cool mythical tales, and of course a lot of the imagery is based upon different things that I've seen and learned. I mean, the goat probably came from my Christian upbringing. No longer a Christian, but it's just like I loved Revelations, and so the concepts of sacrifice, and I mean, there's all these, good grief, between like music playing and birds, and oh, I hope what I'm saying comes through. But it's like, I mean, yeah, that's a fun part about art, and like especially for me in my improvisational ad-lib kind of way of how I put together these pieces and how I think about them and like how they come about. So yeah, so those are some words about the series and those 3 pieces. There's a lot of, again, like frustration, anger, and rage, and that's where I really love the aspect of Glitch, where it's able to like put that electricity, like you can do that just with like still, but I mean, it allows me to emotionally, it's just that emotional content that I'm able to add through it and be a part of it, and it's just like the reasons. So, and it's none of it's like super pretty to look at, like, I mean, it's all an evolution of different pieces that I've done before. Like if you look into the like work that I've minted on, like any of my work, there's thousands of pieces I think now that have been minted. Jesus Christ, it's been crazy. So I'm gonna stop rambling about those 3 pieces. I think that's been a lot of background on like where the vibe is going, what the vibe is, and there's more music coming, so I don't want to be like, have to wait 2 minutes for that. So I hope you all enjoyed a little bit more information about this series. It's pretty much an honest opinion of what and why the fuck I did this. So yeah, time to go make some more of it. Hope you all have a great one.